What's going on, everyone? This is Alex KGB. So I created a build that I think is fine with Druid. It's kind of hard to create build for Druid because Druid is the hardest so far that I played. Now, the idea behind this Druid is you're using the power of elements, so let's call this Elemental Druid. And one of the items that you absolutely must have is extending the duration of Earth and Bulwark to be increased by 6 seconds because you are very squishy as a Druid. From the items that I have in general, so I have Barrier, Nature's Fury, so key passive triggers free skill, your non-ultimate cooldown of the opposite type reduced by 7 seconds. Air skill deal 30% more critical damage to crowd control enemies. So Earth and Bulwark extending by 6 seconds and replenishes 46 of your active Earth and Bulwark barrier. Earth's skill slow enemies hit by 50%. Distant enemies have 8% chance to get stunned for 2 seconds when they hit you. Deal 48% increased damage to stunned enemies. Hurricane damage is increased by 10% each second while it's active. Restore 1 of your primary resource when you crowd control an enemy. And deal 8.5 increased damage for each second you stand still up to 30%. So the items overall are very generic. The only thing that you want is really to have Earth and Bulwark Barrier. I can't emphasize how much you're gonna see the difference if you're like having trouble going through dungeons, you've been killed a lot. This is gonna help tremendously. Now, one thing here is you have to also understand how to use the build properly to stay alive and do the max out damage. For the spirit boons, I have Advantageous Beast, reduce the duration of control and parent effects by 15. So gain 5% increased critical strike chance with Psych Talents. Pack Leader, critical strike have up to 20 chance to reset the cooldowns of your companion skills. Energize, dealing damage has up to 15% chance to restore 10 spirit. Lack of spirit is one of the big problems with Druid. Calm Before the Storm, nature magic skills have up to 10 chance to reduce the cooldown of your ultimate skill by 2 seconds. It can be this or it can be Overload, so either is fine. I prefer this one. Now for the actual abilities, so I'm doing Earth Spike. Earth Spike, the Enhanced Earth Spike for stuns. Fierce Earth Spike, so 45 for the 8 of your base life. This is again for your survivability. Over here we have Lightning Storm. Now it's important that you start your Lightning Storm and channel it with full energy, otherwise it's not going to do a lot of damage. Enhanced Lightning Storm, Primal Lightning Storm. Then Earth and Bulwark. Earth and Bulwark, Enhanced Earth and Bulwark, and Innate Earth and Bulwark. I'll add more points as I scale up. So this is the final element Druid build. After that, I will probably will go with Werebear. Right? I tried the Werewolf. It was okay, but not enough damage still. Now I'm doing this. This is also okay, but the next one will be the most popular. Everyone's trying Werebear. You have to have Poison Creeper. A lot of it comes from the items, so from items you have to have at least one, and you want to get critical strike chances increased by Poison Creeper, so you have to combine them. Now I have almost all maxed out for my elemental skill, so Elemental Exposure, Endless Tempest, Charged Atmosphere, Electric Shock, Bad Omen. Hurricane is here, Enhanced Hurricane, Natural Hurricane. I also have Cataclysm, Prime Cataclysm, Supreme Cataclysm, and I pick Defiance, Natural Disaster max out, and Resonance max out. And for my ultimate I have Nature's Fury. Alright, so let's try it out. Okay, so when attacking with this build, you want your spirit to be maxed out. So you can do it with Earth Spike to max out if you have it empty, and when you're doing Lightning Storm you want to go all the way through. So before you go with your Lightning, you want to do Poison Creeper for increased chance, 20% of critical, and you probably want to do Hurricane for enemies to be unvulnerable. You can do Earth and Bulwark if you want, but make sure that when you start Lightning Storm, you all filled up. Not sure if I'm going to be able to show this minion, so these are not too healthy. This will die really fast, so let's find something that, you know, we can find for a little bit. Okay, so Skeletons, for example, right? So you do Poison Creep, and then you start your Storm.
I'm low on spirit.
So the longer the storm attacks, the more lightnings you'll have, the higher damage your output will be. And because it is a channeling skill, that means, you know, if you consistently keep on attacking, you'll have the damage getting higher and higher and higher. This is the only way how you can actually clear out effectively. If you will do just once and then switch, once and switch, it's not too much. So you definitely want to build up. You definitely want to build up your spirit here. Let's do now the creeper, and let's do some critical.
I need more spirit. I'm out of spirit.
Okay, see, when you run out of spirit, I mean, you can't really do damage output. Now with your full spirit, you can clear out. This build is also, you can try and swap between Perfect Storm and Nature's Fury. I have an item for Nature's Fury, that's why I have it. But Perfect Storm will have very similar output, at least a little bit more damage plus a little bit more spirit, so you can last longer with your Lightning Storm. But Nature's Fury, I like it because, you know, I keep on swapping between Earth and Lightning or Storm with additional, so it's doing, there's 30% chance to cast free Storm skill or free Earth skill. So they kind of interchange, and sometimes you can get really high output damage there. So you see the clear out, and there's also Poison Creeper reset coming from Spirit Boons. So critical have 20% chance to reset the cooldowns of companion skills. If you do additional critical chance with Poison Creeper, then lightning does damage in everyone in the area, doing a crit, and then resets Poison Creeper again. So it's a very nice combination.
Low on spirit. I must wait a moment. I'm low on spirit. I must wait a moment. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I need more spirit. I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment. I'm out of spirit.
Okay, so you saw how I cleared this out in time. Definitely, I mean, definitely, Druid is so far one of the hardest class to play. I'll be making a separate video on which classes that I like best, which are I think easiest or could be better classes for season 1 when it starts, so you can actually level up faster and get faster with the high levels. But yeah, for me, I really like Druid for the company and how you have a lot of action happening for Druid in the story with the Druid base settlements and kind of the, it's a lot more than other classes, maybe aside from the barbarian, right? So that part I really like. In terms of the skills, so werewolf druid, it was alright, but not great. So you're still gonna get hit a lot. You're still gonna die a lot. With storm druid, I had to figure out how to build it properly to survive longer. So dungeons were a problem. So earth and bulwark with imprint that has an additional 6-second increased duration is definitely a game changer for this. And then also how you play it is very important. So you want to have crit chance increase, then you want to have your lightning maxed out. Maybe you want to cast hurricane again to make them vulnerable, so 1 and 3 go in together. And then this have to be full spirit, and you cast all of the light channel all the way through to the max output and create some damage for the chance also to reset the poison creeper. So this will allow you to clear out fast, right? Okay, so this was Alex KGB. Let me know how do you like this build. Thanks for watching and bye bye.